your boy. All right, let's break it down. There's many variables to this largest shooting in U.S. history. As of currently, the reason it's the largest when it was at 50, but now there's confirmed at least 58 deaths and 515 injuries. Um, Moving forward from this, Stephon Paddock. That's his name. He's 64. They're saying he had 19 weapons in the hotel room, and he was shooting from about the 32nd floor of a hotel down into the 3-day event known as Route 91. Now, during it, it's alleged Jason Aldean was performing. They didn't go into detail, but during his performance is when a spray of bullets, okay, so from a height, he had automatic weapons, 19 weapons to be exact, okay. So before we get into the questionnaire, he took one of these weapons, if not multiple, and shot down into the crowd. And the spray of bullets was hitting people from the top. So to hit that many people, it makes sense because he was shooting at an angle from the top down. So even if he's shooting a weapon that sprays, he's hitting multiple people at rapid fire rates, assuming he's emptying clips. They said he had at least 12 magazines. We got to talk about this because what hotel did not notice a man coming into their facility with large items? There's no way no one saw him carrying any of these in some way, shape, or form. I honestly feel people racially are, let's say, were unaware, but at the same time unintended that this guy was up to something. That's a bad thing because we got to look around us and be aware. So someone saw him doing this and thought nothing of it, even though he was carrying large sums of weapons. And anybody who uses weapons can tell when someone has weapons in their hand. It's just about a formality. You could tell when someone's strapped or if they're carrying a gun of some sort. So I'm pretty sure someone saw him and thought nothing of it because of the event. But at the same time, it's just sad because now this 64-year-old man shot over 50-something people of all ages. And we're going to talk about it too, the average age that we're seeing these terrorists act in, allegedly the common race of the person we're seeing commit this, you know what I mean? And I want to astutely compare that to the, let's say, harassment of African American men by authorities. It's all Caucasian men that we see mainly that are doing these things that are of late age, between the ages of 40 and 65. We see normally involved in these type of incidents. And these gentlemen are the closest we have in age to the generation of where prejudice and racism ruled. So are we saying these people aren't going to work with a chip on their shoulder? That these people don't have intentions that are opposite of what a normal equality-based environment of intentions are? This is a concert where many people are headed to, and you have this older man, allegedly hateful of life, and just devout to wreck almost, to see nothing more of his life, to take it and what's left of his life to destroy others. And they're saying when police hit the scene, I heard one instance where they're saying they engaged combat with him and he was deceased. Then another one saying when they went in there, he was already deceased. So there's a lot of speculation around this. Was he really alone? Did he really make and plan all this out, carry 19 weapons up all by himself? And if he did, there should be camera evidence showing so. But then these details don't come out till later, till everything's edited, i.e. the case with Kanika Jenkins. Like, come on, what are we doing? This is life loss. Again, young, youthful life loss by an old, hateful piece of crap of an old man. Like, this is normal. Can we stop stereotyping by race and start stereotyping by what truth is? If we look amongst the terrorist acts that are normally done, we do not see Arabic people as the unanimous victors of this situation. We see homegrown terrorists and young men misled in life that are making decisions based on stereotype, discrimination, Nazism most times, like just hate group influence. What's going on? What are we going to say? Are we going to start standing for what's actually right? Are we going to start addressing the real problem? You know, Stephon Paddock, he could have killed himself anytime, but why'd you have to take 58 people with you? This is out of hand, and it always comes around the times we're having something going on with government. Like, Trump makes a dumb comment, and then we have a murder. Like, is this the president's fault? Is this influenced by the president's hate and his distaste and ignorance influence others to support their ignorance? So if I see our president's ignorant and he says and does what he wants, I say to myself, you know what? Let me let my ignorance shine because our president is doing it. Are we saying that these people, is it possible they could be admirers of a role model that role models ignorance? These are things we need to look at. This is where our country's at. We have a president that's saying whatever about athleticisms, about sports people and personalities. And now we see an individual take his life into his own hands and 58 plus other ones as the count's rising, innocent people into his hands to kill them. Where's the, let's say, authorities involved in this? You can arrest and harm other citizens who pay taxes, but can you actually get into the action and figure out what's going on when it involves an individual that really doesn't care about society or the people that's involved in it? Or are we going to just keep yelling sorry and pray for this, pray for that, instead of taking the action to catch these people before they make these acts real? Can we take the time to actually acknowledge this is normal, that older men of his build, stature, everything is being involved in shootings of Republican senators, just all types of crazy issues, church shootings, school shootings. It's just crazy. Can we look at the unanimous victors and learn to appropriately prevent these issues? Come on. It's the end of 2017 nearly, 2018's beginning. Something got to give. And that's how we got to rock. But it started, all rights reserved.